All right. Whoa. I am GpaSilverMane. Welcome, welcome. This is a Marvel Strike Force 2.0 video. It's actually episode 2 in my series for Marvel Strike Force 2.0. It's a beginner's guide, everything Marvel Strike Force guide. It's to help the newer to mid-game player as well as a veteran. I mean, you're going to learn tons of stuff that I've learned throughout 2 years of experience, as well as things that I've learned through YouTube video watching and just picked up along the way. This video is really for everybody. I mean, I'm at a year and 9 months, and I haven't even completed some of these things on my main account. And that's why I've made a beginner's guide or a farming series, Marvel Strike Force 2.0, so that other people don't make my same mistakes. In this video, I'm going to cover everything challenges. I do have a Word document. It'll be in my Discord. I have a MSF 2.0 channel, specifically just for people to go in there and look at my spreadsheets, my documents, my videos, everything Marvel Strike Force 2.0, created by GpaSilverMane. Guaranteed 100% to set you up in Marvel Strike Force, in my opinion. And in this video, we're going to cover everything challenges. Your ideal characters, your honorable mentions, your free-to-play characters that you can use to beat these challenges and set 14th tier 14. One of them, I believe, is a tier 12, as the higher it goes. But most of them are tier 14. Now, before I jump in here and show off this Word document and walk you through it here in this real quick video, down below, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe so you're going to be up to date when new videos go live. Completely free to do. Helps my channel. I'm working towards 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed. We're growing fast. I'd love to be a YouTube partner, man. I got to get 1,000 subscribers to do that and do this as a living to support my family. And I'd be totally grateful if you'd hit subscribe if this is something you enjoy. Also, if you're liking the content, you find it helpful, you're using it in your day-to-day life, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and it'll let YouTube know to recommend it to more of the Marvel Strike Force community. I am here to help. I'm not here to tear down the community, cause bad feelings, tear it down, hurt it, be toxic. None of that. I'm here to help. I truly want to help the Marvel Strike Force community because I love this game and I want it to last forever. Also, there's a comment section. Please comment. I am a human. I make mistakes. If there's something I forget or you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. If you just don't like the video and you want to thumbs it down, please also comment so I know why you don't like it. Is it because I got a beard? Really? Is it because I got a beard? Fine. All right. All right. All that out of the way. Let's go ahead and dive in. This guide is going to help you. I do want to say my next video today, I am going to get it out today, is everything alliances, and that's probably the most important next to flash events. You can play the game without an alliance, but alliances are crucial to your growth. And I'm going to dive everything alliances in the next video. It'll be a little bit longer because there's a lot about alliances that can help your account. But this one's not terribly long at all. There's not much to it here. Do let me shrink my head here a moment. And I'm going to position myself in the top right corner. That way I'm out of your way for the Word document and such. I'm here on my level 64 account simply to show these challenges. It's the only account I had logged in, and it saved me a little bit of time here. But the challenges we're going to be going over is your orb fragments, your catalyst of change, ability enhancements, medical supply run. Oh, where'd the other one go? Training day. Your 6 main ones that started with the game. Now, these original mutagens we will cover, but it's more of you just plug in the characters you got and that you have ISO'd up. I will make a guide on it, trying to make it the most efficient you can be to complete them, but that will be a totally separate video, as it's not, in my opinion, completely necessary for me to explain. It's one of them things, well, here, let me show you on this one. I was able to do this. I'm only able to do that. You gotta have level 4 ISO 8 Mystic characters. I'm not gonna tell you which characters to take to ISO 5. That is crucial on your account. That's something you gotta decide. What teams you love, what teams you want to use. Obviously, getting these extra materials are huge. Now, do you want to use Shadowlands? Are you going a totally different team? I will make a guide showing you which team I'm gonna use probably. And give a few tips and advice and such, but some of these are givens. Like, you're gonna have level 5 Dormammu. You're gonna have these guys till late though. You might have Icarus right off the bat, so taking him to 5 will be one of them that you would use and such. But I didn't think it totally relevant. Now, if you have Dagger and Cloak, absolutely, you're probably gonna level 5 ISO them, right? You got to be really sparing with your ISO, so pick 5 characters and go with it, type of deal. Cersei, Icarus for me. Obviously, White Tiger, Moon Knight. I could probably use Electra, but I think I might go, depending on who I get, for my 5th. well, could be Ghost Rider on my free-to-play because I have a Ghost Rider going pretty good, actually. And he's already at level 3 ISO. Now, the characters I used on here to beat this, I do believe I put in Cloak. But it might be Thor, actually, because he has more power. But these ones pretty much just destroy it for you. Cersei carries you, right? White Tiger does tons of damage. I do want to jump over the spreadsheet and talk about the 6 original challenges. And this is a strategy guide more than anything, guys. This ain't so much something you have to do. It's just me strategizing and giving you some information on who I recommend you use free to play and who the ideal characters would be. Let me look here. Make sure I'm not showing you any important information. Whoa, alright. We're alright. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Pulling this up here. Well, I don't want to put my cursor there. But essentially we're going to go over challenges, strategy guide. Is what it's going to be called. Challenges, strategy guide. And what this is going to do, it's going to set you up with each Gold Rush, ability enhancement, training day, medical supply run, orb fragments, catalyst of change. And the free-to-play route, if you're not to get one of these characters or you're just starting out, this will always be relevant. You will always be able to use it, essentially. It'll only get better, and characters will add to it as they make new characters. Now, I just want to go ahead and jump onto Gold Rush here so you can kind of see, and I'll explain how I worked this out, okay? Gold Rush is the most important in my opinion, personally. The gold is such a crunch, and eventually, if you follow my guide, the only thing you're going to be restricted by is gold. The more gold you can get, the more of these materials you have tons of, and ability materials and such, you're going to be able to put into your characters. This gold is going to be the only thing that holds you back following my guide in the long run. And gold, that does it to everybody. It doesn't matter if you follow my guide or not. You're going to be crunched on gold. So we're alleviating all the bottlenecks we possibly can following this guide. Now, looking here, it says free to play, Shadowlands team. They are the 5 I recommend free to play for Gold Rush. There may be a few other characters, but I don't think there's a lot to choose from. And considering I'm going to Shadowlands, that's a team I'm going to recommend free to play. Now, Ideal on here has a smiley face. This means if you started and you have Shang-Chi or you have Cloak and Dagger, you're 6 months into the game, you have these 3 awesome characters. They are going to be able to, by themselves, probably Shang-Chi by himself, with 4 other characters, you have him at about 100 grand, he will be able to get you to the final tier. You might have to play through it and not be able to 3-star it until you build up the rest of the team that you take in, but he will be able to do it. An ideal character, essentially, at a high enough power, can get you to the final tier on their own. And that's, you might have to put more into White Tiger than you do into Shang-Chi. Or you might have to put more into Moon Knight than you do Cloak or Dagger. New characters that come to the game that can do Gold Rush obviously will be in the ideal list because their base stats are just going to be that much higher. Their health, their damage, their armor is all, it's like double or triple what a character before Black Order has. Okay, it used to be Thanos and I think Rhino and Hulk were the only ones that even came close to 500k health, and Thanos I think was the only one that went over 500k health. Now it's just a common thing on every character almost, pretty much. Give or take. But that's what ideal is. Ideal means if you get one of them and you're going to invest and build into them, which you should because they're a new character and they're amazing, they will get you through this, okay? Obviously, I'm going to be building Shadowlands anyway. If I were to get a Shang-Chi, I would just plug him in to get as far as I can. These characters are often released through events and such, these 3. And ideal characters are like Cersei and Necros. You'll see them on this list as well. They don't require you going away from the farming guide for your flash events and the teams you want, essentially. These are just extra bonuses. Eventually, they will become farmable, but generally they're put into the store or a really, really hard node that you're not going to be able to get to. These characters at 2, 3, 4 stars are going to do everything you need them to do to complete these challenges. I truly believe that. Now, have I tested it? No. I already got my challenges maxed, so there's no need to build any of these up to try it out. Now, my free-to-play day-to-day series and my weekly Sunday night highlight video, I will be giving updates as the teams I'm using and the characters I'm using. I do not have any of these 3 on my brand new free-to-play. Cersei is my first character, and Cersei's not an option, so Shadowlands is really my only option at the moment. Now, you can see White Tiger and Moon Knight. Literally, they are 2 of the best 5 characters you can use for Gold Rush. That's why they are on the ideal list, as well as they're your free-to-play option. Okay, guys? They're a great war team. They just have thousands of things, reasons why you should be investing into them. And you're going to start seeing things where Shadowlands and certain characters in my farming guides are showing up in all my guides. Why? Because they are the most gear efficient, farming efficient. You're farming them for flash events. Why not use them in challenges? Oh, they're the best in challenges. Why not farm them for flash events? Oh, you already got the team and you're leveling it up for flash events and challenges. Why not use them in war or raids? You're going to see how it meshes together, and it's a beautiful, beautiful guide. And it will get you set up so fast and give you the firm foundation you need to be successful in Marvel Strike Force and totally have fun. You know what I mean? There's no questions about it. Now, you can follow a different guide if you want. And you're going to have tons of questions, probably. A lot of what ifs and whys. And I just see guides out there that say, farm these characters because they're the newest thing out and they're awesome, right? Well, you got to farm 10 other characters to get that character. And you're saying farm this character to get Jubilee. But you're not saying get Bishop. You're saying get Ghost. When you can't even use Ghost till you get Yellow Jacket. So do you even know what you're talking about in Marvel Strike Force? Or are you just trying to make money off the player base? Are you paid by Scopely or Boundless? Are you here to harm us? Or, you know what I mean? You're not helping. You're actually causing more damage. And you're rambling. You know what I mean? Nonsense. So be careful of the people you do watch. Because they're literally out there to make money off you. And they don't really care. They don't put no thought into it. They just blab anything they can to get views and likes and subs. I am here to deliver you facts, give you options. This is my option that I'm offering you. You can totally do something different and totally love and have fun at Marvel Strike Force. Do not take me saying that, you know what I mean? Any of this is you have to do it. This is just my ideal way of doing things and the best way I think people can, starting in November of 2021 and forward. We're going to go ahead and move into ability enhancement. Only controllers and protectors. So this is a little more difficult. You're not going to have a ton of damage on this team, right? Wrong. No. Controllers and protectors nowadays do both. They do DPS as well as control and protect people. Now, the free-to-play route, Red Guardian, is in my farming guide. He's an amazing standalone character, as well can be used in Arena. Sharon Carter, she's free to play. She comes out of a raid orb. Unless you choose to focus farmer, you know, but she is free to play, completely free to play. Ability blocks, slows. I think she might be one of the few characters that does ability block for 2 turns. She's quite powerful. Kitty Pryde is part of the best raid team in the game, Astonishing X-Men. She is completely free to play, also out of the raid orb. Baron Zemo. He is one of the best plug-and-play PvP characters in the game. He will be used to defeat villains campaign for us, as well as I think he's used in Nexus for Hydra, as well as Doom War chapters, several times where you will use Hydra to clear those nodes. Baron Zemo is a great character. Bear in mind you have to be level 70, and he comes out of the raid orb, so why not open raid orbs and get more shards? Agent Coulson comes out of the Blitz orb. He's completely free to play. Amazing character. Will also pair with our Fury as well. So Fury, Agent Coulson, Cap Sam, Sharon Carter, and Maria Hill is a team not to be messed with. I took a Black Order and tried to fight against it in war, and I was punching down a good 150k, and I didn't stand a chance. They are amazing, guys. And this is the free-to-play route that I would recommend, 5 characters that you're going to get completely free-to-play and easy accessible to use. There are other options out there that you can use, and you'll have to look through the list of characters required or available and make your own choices, but this is what I would recommend. All these characters will be used in many or several different parts of the game aspects, beginning, middle, and end game. The ideal characters. Now, if you're after the Cersei event, you're not going to have her eligible, so that would not be somebody you can go for. If you don't get a lucky Cap Sam drop, you're not going to have him. He would not be eligible. Now, Sharon Carter is amazing and is an ideal character. She's completely free to play. And you're going to see that where they are ideal as well as free to play. So you might want to definitely go for them characters. Baron Zemo, Sharon Carter, definitely worth investing in all the way up. You got to do it at your own pace and decide when to invest in them, but they are worth it. Emma Frost is a milestone orb drop. If you are able to unlock her, I'm sure she could help you get all the way to the final tier. Hela, if you are able enough to get her out of a mega orb, or you go after her in your own personal farming decisions, she's a great character for this as well. Polaris, Phyla-Vell, she's in the, I believe she's in the arena store. Maybe. Yeah, don't go after her until she gets cheaper. Once she's like 500 arena credits, absolutely she'd be a great option to use here. Cloak, if you miss that event, he is not farmable. So, as you can see, Sharon Carter, Baron Zemo, Polaris, I would say are the only 3 here that are actually viable options to do this until you get a lucky drop or you use these free-to-play characters. I am going to use the free-to-play, and I have my Cersei. if I unlock her on my free-to-play. It's coming down to the wire here. For those that are keeping up to date on my day-to-day. I'm going to use Cersei, obviously, as one of my 5 to 3-star ability enhancements. Again, bear in mind, I could take this Cersei up to 100k, and she could probably do it with 4 of these characters at 5k, and do it by herself to be able to just get the max rewards. It won't be 3 stars, so you have to play through it every day or when it's available, but it's still better than not getting those max rewards. Training day, so you're kind of seeing how I did this. I put blue as free to play, green as the ideal characters. Ideal means you get a lucky drop, you were able to do their event when they were released. These characters will get it done for you. Alright, training day, only cosmic characters. And this is where you get your training modules so you don't run out. Free to play, Bishop, Gamora, Longshot, Shatterstar, Thor. There is not a lot of selections for training day, guys, so I'm going to build my Bishop straight up, obviously as I can, for our Astonishing X-Men team. Now, Gamora, if you have her and you built her up, she's a great character. Now, if you get Longshot or Shatterstar without focus farming them, absolutely. They are great characters, but I believe you have to have both, or at least at a high power level, to be able to be of importance. They're rather squishy, but they are the only free-to-play options here, guys. Training day is going to be a rough one, so I'm going to use my Bishop to get to the final tier, and then if I get some of these ideal characters, I will 3-star it later. Cersei, Icarus, Kestrel, Silver Surfer, Bishop, Gamora, Hela, Phyla-Vell, Moondragon, Deathpool. So if you went for the Infinity Watch instead of Weapon X, you could use your Gamora, your Phyla-Vells, your Moondragons. These aren't even farmable. Deathpool's not farmable. But if you get a lucky Mega Drop, boom, use them. Medical Supply Run, only brawlers and supports. Free to play, this is where it gets nice. Wolverine, Sabretooth, both Weapon X, both free to play. Beast, Astonishing X-Men, Gamora, free to play out of the Blitz store. Maria Hill, out of the War store, part of the Secret Avengers, or the whole Shadowlands team again. That's the second time we've seen this. Fury and Shuri are legendary, but following my guide, you're going to have them rather quick. They are usable. You just build them up and bam. Now, the ideal characters here, you're going to see some on here that are rather crazy. Deathpool's not farmable. Symbiote Spider-Man is Doom War Chapter 4-9. He is the hardest node to get to, almost impossible. You have every other character in the game before you will ever get to him. So I put him on the list because he is eligible. You get a Mega Orb drop for him and you choose to build him up, or you buy this guy, he is wonderful. Moondragon's unfarmable. Dagger's unfarmable. Lady Deathstrike, unfarmable. Shang-Chi's unfarmable. Wolverine is the only ideal character here. So keep that in mind. Wolverine, take him all the way as high as you can every single time. You get him to 100, 150k, he's going to be able to do this for you. He'd probably do it at a lower level even after his rework. But yeah, all them characters are unfarmable, guys. So if you don't already have them, you're pretty much stuck with Wolverine for an ideal character. Now, you can use totally different characters than I have on this list, but some of your options are minions and such, just terrible, terrible characters. Orb Fragments only global. Now, global's a nice change, right? I love global. Wolverine, Sabretooth, Red Guardian, Sharon Carter, Beast, Baron Zemo, Kitty Pryde, Maria Hill, Polaris, Emma Frost, Agent Coulson, Fury, Shuri. All these characters are ideal characters as well as free to play, in my opinion. Now, Maria Hill, Emma Frost, Baron Zemo, Sharon Carter, Kitty Pryde, Cap Sam, Lady Deathstrike would really guarantee they are the ideal characters to have. If you get one of these ideal characters and you build them up, they will get you to the end. But again, free to play will do it as well, I do believe. Now, these two are the identical on Catalyst of Change. They're only blasters. And that's because there is no good blasters options other than the ones you see here. Obviously, Bishop is the one I recommend. Negasonics Chapter 1-9 of Doom War. Icarus, if you miss him, you won't be able to use him. But if you get him through his event, absolutely, he's going to get you all the way through. Ultron is Dark Dimension 2. That's scary, right? So you have to wait quite a long time before you're ever going to have Ultron as an option. Now, Falcon really, really helps you in this with the speed manipulation. And at about 70k, he helped me 3-star it. I also had to use Ultron, though, because that is the hardest node, in my opinion, on any of these challenges. With Icarus, it's probably you can just blow through it. Same with Bishop and Silver Surfer. Now, Shatterstar and Longshot are on this list because there are people that are not going to follow my farming guide. But these are great options if you are going for X Factor. Shatterstar, Longshot, Polaris, you know what I mean? Multiple Man's a hard farm with, I think he's like Doom War Chapter 3-9 or something like that. He's just way hard to get to, right? Needless to say, if you have these two built up, they are going to help you get through this, especially with the speed manipulation from Falcon and theirs burying themselves with the criticals. You're going to destroy it, right? But obviously, I'm recommending Bishop and Icarus if you're seeing this video, because you're probably going to get Icarus unlocked. If you get a lucky Mega Orb drop or something, bam, feel free to use it. But that is my guide, guys. These are the teams that are free to play and ideal. Again, ideal is just a lucky orb drop for me, pretty much. I'm not going to be investing in Gamora or Hela or anything like that anytime soon. I'm not going for Infinity Watch at all unless I get them through a drop, and I'll level them way later. To me, they're just going to become a war team or used for Doom raids. And I don't need them for at least a year, because I won't be anywhere near Doom raids for a year. So, yeah, you can see the characters I'm going to use. I hope this is helpful, guys. I hope this shows you kind of what you can expect to use or want to use. If you're farming some characters that aren't on this list, let me know how they do. But it's probably going to be a lot more difficult. So please do comment or send me some screenshots in Discord. Let me know what teams you're using. You know, I'm happy to see that and have other options. But I did pick out the best free-to-play and the best ideal characters. Actually, every ideal character on the list is the best ideal characters from these. Barring Doom, obviously. If you got Doom, you're not watching this video, right? Or Dormammu, you don't need this video. So that's something to bear in mind as well, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy. I hope this Marvel Strike Force 2.0 is helping you. The first video went over so well, and people are loving it and using it, and it's just got a ton of great feedback, guys. It is the best information out there currently in the Marvel Strike Force community, as for beginners to mid-game. So you guys stay healthy. Much love. We'll see you in the next one.